Morning, Trainiacs. You want to see something cool? It's a Winnipeg-sized icicle. We don't mess around when it comes to winter. Two bottles, 2 packages of Cliff Blocks, and that means that I'm doing a very long Zwift ride today. As I fall more and more in love with Zwift, I am getting more and more into all the little niche-y things that comprise of the Zwift community. Like, it kind of reminds me of around 2007, 2008, when Blackberries were coming in. A friend of mine started crackberry.com, who you might have seen. We actually had their logos in our office because he was a client of ours back last year. And back then, smartphones were like a really niche-y thing, but eventually it just exploded, and Zwift and those little websites that are all around the world popping up remind me of what smartphones were like then. So let's rap about a few of the favorite websites that I've found for where to find Zwift races, where to find Zwift information and hacks, where to build Zwift workouts, and where you can get Zwift workouts to do and to do with Triathlon Taren. Right after I do this 2-hour ride. All right, come go Zwift with me. Triathlon Taren. T is the first name. Triathlon Taren is the last name. Instagram story. This is tough at the end. Whoa. Hour 50 minutes going 10 minutes warm up, 5 minutes at 200 watts, 5 minutes at 226, 5 minutes back down at 169, and then I repeated 3 times in the drop bars. If I had the Ventum built up, it'd be in aero bars, right around race pace, 15 minutes at race pace, 200 watts, 5 minutes at 226 watts above race pace, 5 minutes down at 155 watts to recover, and then I repeated that 2 more times. For a grand total of 53 kilometers ridden, average speed of 28.7 kilometers an hour, 18 miles an hour, 1,100 calories burned, and that means that I have to go eat the kitchen, and I'll be right back. Oh, everything's so sweaty. Sorry you were in the line of fire here, Insole. Poor guy. Okay, so I am appropriately fed, hydrated, showered. I feel like a regular human being again, not just a sweat rag. Okay, so let's talk about 12 links that every person that's on Zwift can probably get some benefit from. So number 1 is the Zwift Ride Calendar. So if you want to join a ride, an event, odds are very good that I will be eventually holding some of these. This is where you can find it. These are the times, these are the places, this is what the rides are about, who's holding it, all that stuff. Very good. Second, if you're new to Zwift, the unofficial Zwift user manual, and this is done by a guy named James Gill at titaniumgeek.com. Now, he hasn't updated it in a while, but it's still looked at as a very key thing for Zwifters. But if you just want the real stuff, you go to support.zwift.com. Next, very standard, good old facebook.com, Zwift Riders. This is a Facebook group with 43,000 Zwift riders where they talk about, obviously, all things Zwift. You can make some pals, you can organize some events. And the last, less than sexy one is the Zwift Support Forum. And this is where you can go in and basically chat with other Zwifters with general discussion topics, things that are trending, bugs that are on Zwift, stuff like that. But let's get into the real fun stuff, shall we? Now, a lot of what I'm talking about and what I've learned was from Zwift insider.com. Frankly, one of his sections is actually inspiring this video right now. So I highly recommend it. He blogs about all of the aspects of Zwift, not just on the course, but things that other people are creating. He's got ways to get started, tips and tricks, obviously the ever popular Zwift hacks, all things Zwift, very comprehensive. This is like what reminds me of crackberry.com in those early days. Next, zwiftpower.com. If you're looking for results on races, like I was looking for days for the results of Lionel Sanders' race when he raced in the Canadian Zwift Championships, and I had a heck of a time finding it. Zwiftpower.com, as you can see, it shows all the races, all the laps, where the race was done, all the nitty-gritty details that you can geek out about. Now, speaking about geeking out, I know how all of you love your data. Zwiftalizer.com. I haven't actually gone to this Zwiftalizer.com, but what you can do is you can drop files from your rides into here and it'll analyze it all for you. So this is analyzing how the computer was actually dealing with your stuff. Oh, so like how the hardware is going to work and what your setup should be. There we go. I see. And this next to last one is whatsonzwift.com. And if you want to know what course is happening that day, because Zwift just goes between London and Watopia and London and Watopia and London and Watopia, and you want to go in and you want to see what the course schedule is coming up. You can see what it is coming up. You can see popular workouts that people have done. There's a third course? Where is this? I learned something today. Richmond. No way. Oh, how to change what Zwift course you're on? Oh, hello, what's on Zwift? Thank you. Now this is the one that I've been diving into a lot. ZWO Factory. Now this might not look like anything, and it really isn't anything unless you're a coach or unless you really like making your own workouts. But what you can do here is you can create your own workouts in ZWO Factory that then upload to Zwift. Now I'm going to actually show you an example of this, and this is a big, hairy announcement here. I have been creating a library of Zwift workouts that are going to be available to you, and we're going to talk about that in a second. But here's what you can do. Like, we've got a 2-hour power building set that I've created, and in it, it has all of the workout data that you manually create, and you load this into Zwift, and then Zwift will force you to do the workout in erg mode so that you have to follow along. And what I've done in here is I've even customized the cadences. So there are certain sections where Coach Pat gives me a section where I've got to be at 65 cadence or one at over 100 cadence, and that's all built into here. And in addition to that, I've made my little Triathlon Taren comments about what's coming up in the workout. Good job, you killed that. Little tips for completing the workout well, things to focus on, stuff like that. And the very last website that I want to talk about is go to triathlontaren.com/Zwift workouts. And as you saw, I've only got about 10 workouts done, but I want to create a library of about 100 for you. And before I go and create the next 90, I want to make sure that I'm headed down the right track. So if you go to triathlontaren.com/Zwift workouts, put in your email there if you're interested in testing the beta version of these 10 workouts, and then give me feedback on it. And then when we do come out with those workouts, if you've been part of that beta group, we'll make sure that you get it for free because you helped me out in creating the stuff. So there you go, Trainiacs. Every time I get off of Zwift, I am so much more jazzed up about it than I was when I first learned about it years ago. So follow me on Zwift at T is the first name, last name is Triathlon Taren. Go to triathlontaren.com/Zwift workouts if you want to be part of that beta group, and we will create our own little Zwift community. Right on.